Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I'm making a potato puttanesca. It is vegan, gluten-free, and even kosher for Passover. Now, I know Passover's over, but you can keep it in mind for next year. And this recipe is great for a busy work week or a fancy occasion as well. It is so flavor-popping, so delicious. I'm really excited to get started and, of course, try this delicious meal in the end. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! My mother-in-law lent me her Spiralizer, so we're gonna have some fun with it today. I have some russet potatoes that have been washed and dried, and I'm going to peel them. Now it's time to spiralize. Make sure your potato is firmly in place before you start spinning. Now we have our easy potato noodles. I wanted to make a whole bunch so that I had extra ready to go. I decided 2 potatoes worth would be enough for this recipe. I'm using 3 tablespoons of capers and 1 cup of black olives. It is recommended that you use Gaeta olives if you can find them. Some people wash these off, but I personally like the flavor they provide. Plus, you won't have to add as much salt. In my large hot pan, I'm adding olive oil. Olive oil is traditional. I'm adding the potato noodles to the pan. Give them a stir to coat them in oil. Now I'm adding a cup of water. Stir it up and then cover it. I'm microplaning 3 garlic cloves now, and I'm going to chop up 2. You can stick to one method, I just feel like this. Use the side of your chef's knife to squish down the olives. It will be easier to remove the pits with your fingers this way. You can always find the pitted olives if you wish. Back to our pan, you can see the starches are being released into the water. I'm adding the black olives and capers to the potato noodles. I'm adding the chopped and microplaned garlic. Mix it all up. And I'm adding some dried basil and oregano. Just sprinkle it so it's coated. And I'm adding some chili flakes. Add your quality tomato sauce. You're welcome to check out how I make tomato sauce in my pizza video. That is arrabbiata, which includes chilies. There are some different ideas about how this dish came about. One idea was that it was created by a lady of the night from the Spanish Quarter in Naples. Also, the color of the dish, the black from the olives and the red from the tomato sauce, matched the colors of the popular dresses worn by prostitutes at that time. Another thought of the origins of this dish was that it was created by a courtesan of the 19th century, Yvette La Française. She was from Provence. Now, she had a lot of pride in the prostitute business and wanted a dish to represent it. Another little antidote that this dish was being cooked in brothels and the aroma would lure men in. And then these women got called sirens as a result. Despite its colorful history, it can still be enjoyed as a wholesome family meal. Just don't share the story with the kids, okay? If you have kids. Another origin story is that this restaurant owner named Sandro Petti, who owned a restaurant in the island of Ischia, just off of the Bay of Naples there, he was packing up, cleaning up for the night, ready to go home. It was a long day, he was tired. All of a sudden, a group of customers come in. He told them he was closed, he didn't have anything to feed them, he was leaving for the night, but they insisted. They said, make us any crap that you got. So he made spaghetti alla Puttanesca. And of course, they enjoyed it. This story is from the 1950s, and this dish certainly became a hit. I've mixed up the sauce thoroughly and we're adding some freshly ground black pepper. Do a taste test to see if you need any salt or more chilies. Keep in mind who you're serving. Now it's time to serve our potato puttanesca. Chop up some fresh parsley. You may like to add kelp granules. This will provide a bit of a fishy flavor. Add your parsley to the dish and you're good to go. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious potato puttanesca. And this is a first with this spiralization. I thought it would be fun. All comes together so nicely. Now, I sprinkled on the kelp granules near the end, and you may find that this provides more of that bold, fishy flavor. So it's up to you if you want to mix it in as the sauce is cooking or just sprinkle it on at the very end. Gotta love that little pop with the parsley as well. Wonderful. When I was thinking about doing this style of dish, I was wondering how I would cook the spiralized potatoes. At first I thought maybe I would steam them, maybe I would lightly boil them, and I decided first I would add the olive oil in the pan and then the water. So they'd be lightly boiled, but then the starches from the potatoes would thicken up, and also that goes nicely with the sauce as well. I love all those beautiful flavors, the capers, the olives, the beautiful tomato sauce, San Marzano. Beautiful. So there you have it, everyone. A gluten-free, vegan, even kosher for Passover, delicious, flavor-popping, comforting meal that can be enjoyed on a busy work week or for a special occasion to wow your guests. And it's so simple to make. And even if you don't have a spiralizer, You can improvise. If you want some ideas, feel free to drop me a line down below. Remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. There's going to be a new video popping up every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern, so you don't want to miss it. This is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.